Episode 22 of One More for Christmas, the Madison night. The news of Mr. James Madison's death rippled through the hospital corridors like a shockwave. Visitors who had been keeping vigil for their own loved ones and had quietly followed the Madison's ordeal began offering hushed condolences. The waiting room air grew heavy with finality. Eventually, Maddy suggested leaving the sterile white walls behind. It was late into the night when they stepped outside. Augustin, Cynthia, and Angela followed her. The three had arrived at the hospital by taxi, and now the ride home passed in heavy, subdued silence. Angela tried calling Andre several times during the drive, but each call went unanswered, slipping straight into voicemail. When they arrived home, the house felt unnaturally still. Maddy, pale and shaken, turned to them with tearful resolve. "I'll tell the children tomorrow morning," she whispered. "Not tonight." Augustin said nothing, his composure almost rigid. Cynthia nodded gently in understanding, while Angela's grief flowed in quiet, steady tears. Then the silence fractured as bitterness crept into Maddy's voice. "I'm sure it's that doctor's fault," she said, her voice tightening. "I later learned that when my husband's heart rhythm collapsed, the attending doctor wasn't there. I will sue him for negligence." "It's not the doctor's fault," Augustine replied sharply, surprising them with his intensity. "He did everything he could. Father's heart was already weak." Angela glanced at him, puzzled by how firmly he defended Dr. Kai. She kept to herself what she knew, that Dr. Kai had been out earlier that evening with her twin sister, Andre. Uneasy, she dialed Andre again. "Andre isn't a heavy sleeper," Angela murmured anxiously. "Her phone should have woken her. I hope she's all right." "She's probably asleep," Cynthia said softly. "I called earlier and left a voicemail. She hasn't replied yet, but I'm sure she's fine." "She better be," Angela said, her grief sharpening into irritation. "Or that Dr. Kai will have questions to answer." "Dr. Kai isn't responsible for this," Augustine insisted, his voice firm. The room settled into uneasy quiet until the sudden shriek of Angela's phone broke the tension. "It's Andre," she said, her hand trembling as she answered. She steadied her voice. "Are you home? Are you okay?" Andre began speaking rapidly, clearly upset about Dr. Kai, but Angela gently interrupted. Her next words came slowly, each one heavy. "He didn't make it, Andre. Dad is gone." The phone slipped from her hand as sobs overtook her. Nearby, Augustine checked his phone. "I messaged Mom. She hasn't responded," he said quietly. "It's past midnight," Cynthia replied. "She's probably asleep." Angela's phone began ringing again, vibrating softly against the floor. Unable to move, she let it ring until Cynthia picked it up. "It's Andre," Cynthia said, before answering calmly. "Come to your father's house. We are all here." As she ended the call, Javelin stepped into the living room. She looked uncertain, her eyes moving from face to face, an unusual gathering at such an hour. When she saw Angela crying, fear flickered across her expression. Instinctively, she searched for her mother. Maddy moved toward her. She had intended to protect her children, yet now only honesty would do. Looking into Javelin's eyes, she spoke with a solemn, heavy calm. "Your father didn't make it, but we'll get through this together." Javelin didn't cry. She didn't speak. After a long silent moment, Javelin simply turned and walked back to her bedroom, closing the door gently behind her. Keep enjoying the episodes of One More for Christmas at onemoreforchristmas.wordpress.com.